Rich forever, man. Then we in the game. See, we won't ever change. H, here we go again. Forever, man. Then we in the game. See, we won't ever change. H, here we go again. Rich gang, rich gang. Here we go again. Stock market is climbing. Dancing like Rick James. Here to get a big pics. Everything on the wish list. No L's over here. Just big checks. Baby went up 10%. Time now to take a risk. Send a business on the rise. Make sure it's on your watch list. Neuran, wireless. Ignite International. Tech Central Inc. is on point. Never irrational. Halo Labs, that's a plus. Can't trust, no bust. Rich TV, magnificent. For big pics, you're joining us. Hit the like, hit subscribe. Watch the video one more time. If you feel what others feel, then share that shit right up online. Thumbs up, never thumbs down. Trolls lurking, show up clowns. Always hate cause they love our sound. You know that it's going down. That's how it is, how it was. On now, you feel the buzz. Press play.
How you guys doing? It's your late night vampire, your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. Crazy stuff going on right now. Bitcoin shooting, gold shooting, late night vampire, live, interactive. Stocks red. Coronavirus just hit 2,000. 2,000 people gone. 2,000. 75,000 cases. It's a crazy world, man. It's a crazy world. And I'll tell you guys right now, as the world gets more crazy and this coronavirus gets more crazy, gold is going to go higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. So gold stocks, resource stocks, Bitcoin. I told you guys about Bitcoin, man. And you know what? If Bitcoin goes up, then GBTC will go up. If Bitcoin goes down, then GBTC will go down. So the fact that Bitcoin's going back up right now, this is a good sign for GBTC. Hey, Sherry, how you doing? Thank you guys for joining. What's up, Hey Trees? What's up, Hi Huang? How you doing, Michelle? You know what, Michelle? I'm going to make you a moderator because you have been amazing. So I'm going to add you as a moderator right now, actually. Thank you for all your support. You know what? Hi, I'm going to make you a moderator too. You've been really good. So I'm going to add you as a moderator. I'll add you as a moderator too. Pekka says, Barrick First Mining Corp. Gold stocks, guys. I like the way you're thinking. Gold stocks. Captain Gaming says, stock money going into Bitcoin. Bitcoin and gold, guys. And palladium is on fire. Palladium is just on fire. So palladium, silver, gold are on alert right now. They're all on an alert. All on an alert. Pekka says, Barrick is on fire. Hey, man, gold. I was telling everyone about 1,600 a few days ago. I'm like, it's going to hit 1,600 this week. And bam, there it is. Didn't even take long. Tuesday, bam, 1,600. Look at that. The way we call that, man, called that. Hi says, what do you think of GGB, Rich? Will they go back to $1 soon? Man, these markets are crazy, man. I don't know what to think anymore with the cannabis stocks. And even the big board stocks, I don't know what to think about them either because it's so crazy. Everything is going on fire. I predicted a market meltdown, but I never anticipated it. That just puts a whole wrench into my plans. And yet, a lot of people believe the markets are going to continue to melt up regardless. I just don't see how that happens. Like, at some point, there will be an effect on this because we're talking about the largest community in the world, the largest economy in the world, the largest population in the world is under serious attack. Some people think it's population control. Everybody's got their own opinions. We've talked about it here. I'm concerned about how it's going to affect the markets. That's why I've been reporting on it, because I'm concerned about how it affects the markets. Now I got my own trading academy now, and we can make money trading gold. We can make money trading Bitcoin up and down. We can buy stocks up and down. It's getting hard to predict where these stocks are going to go because everything is crazy. Cannabis stocks all-time low. Big board stocks all-time high. Something's got to give. Rain, I'm going to make you a moderator as well. And Anthony Alvarez, I'm going to make you a moderator as well. So all the late night vampires that are here with me late night, you guys are all going to get wrenches. You guys are going to be part of the late night vampire crew right now. And this is where we're going to make our money. This is where we're going to make our butter. This is our bread and butter right here. Late night. Just figuring out what, what we're going to do for tomorrow. Where the money's going to be made. Through my trading academy, I'm trading right now. Gold, Bitcoin, Forex. We're trading 24/7, guys. So, there's money to be made. Oh, speak of the devil, look at this. Yo, what's up, man?
What's up, bro?
We're live and interactive right now, man.
What's up?
We're live and interactive on Rich TV Live right now.
Rich TV Live. What's up, everybody? Jared here. What's happening, man? Let's go and say what's up.
Well, you know what? I'm happy that you called because I know you're trading Bitcoin and you're trading gold. What do you think? Do you think Bitcoin and gold keep going higher? Do you think they go lower? You're trading it right now, right?
Well, yeah, in fact, I am. Does it go higher? Does it go lower? Yeah, consistently, daily. So,
but gold's been on an uptrend. So even if it goes down, it just always goes up after that. If you have.
You called it the other day. It was sitting around the 1570, 1580 mark, and you said it was going to go up to 16. And as you predicted, it went up. So, yeah, right on, Rich.
And what? And how did I? And why? And why did I say that? And why did I say that?
Well, okay. So I guess it all stems from what the main topic is. What's really actually happening, right? So everything's being affected. This is the safe haven for everybody to go to when in the times of time, right? So let's think about it.
Jared knows, guys. Jared knows. Gold's the safe haven. Yo, listen, guys. We got 33 people here and 12 likes. Yo, man, I think, we just got to get off the air, man. There's 21 people that don't like us that are watching and 12 that do.
Yeah, that's cool. We can talk offline. Doesn't matter.
I don't like those ratios. They got to hit more likes, man. There we go. Now we're up to 15 likes. It's a little better, but
so you
still.
Want to talk about gold, Bitcoin, and how that's affected by everything that's surrounding, and the main reason why everything is going up, like straight up, and then straight down, straight up.
Well, you're trading gold and Bitcoin through the trading academy, so you see what's going on with Bitcoin. Bitcoin does crazy volatility, right?
Well, yeah. Okay, so
and gold and Bitcoin are both very volatile, right? Explain.
Richard, I'm trading a lot more than just Bitcoin and gold. I'm trading the Forex. I'm trading all of what the Forex offers.
No, I know, but you're trading mostly gold and Bitcoin, correct?
Okay. I am trading a lot of it, but
most of the money you're making is gold, correct?
I'm trading as well. I'm shorting the cannabis. I'm doing a lot of those things. So when it's time to buy, it's time to buy. So if you look at it and like the news that's coming out, yes, I think gold is the safe haven for a lot of people right now because they don't know what's happening in the market because the market's getting flooded with, extra, like help. So it doesn't look like things are such a catastrophe, but in fact, when you have like the biggest economy on lockdown and nothing can come out and nothing can go in, then yes, why isn't the trading being affected? Like, you have to think about it like that for a second. So people that are actually in it and they have a little bit of resource, they have a little bit of understanding, maybe a few people helping them out, mentors here and there. Hey, listen, if you're an investor, you're not sure where the market's going to go. You're going to invest it into the safe haven. And at the same time, the safe haven being gold, let's think about our future. Let's think about what's being presented to us consistently, time and time again, day after day, is Bitcoin. It's the cryptocurrencies, because this is the way the future is going, the cryptocurrencies. Because
Bitcoin.
If someone doesn't have a bank account and they need to send money a certain day, boom, 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 it's all done right there, Bitcoin.
And and the best part about Bitcoin is you don't even need a bank account to buy and sell and trade Bitcoin and send Bitcoin anywhere in the world. So that's why it's so good, is because it's going to be the number one most used asset for the unbankable. So everybody that's, probably watching is probably, for the most part, living in countries that are bankable and can get a bank account. But what they don't know is there's a huge population in this world, billions of people that don't have bank accounts. They can't get bank accounts.
Well, they don't try to get bank accounts. I'm sure if they tried, they could. But why would they if they don't need it? Why would they get taxed on their money when they put it into a bank account or have an account that's, pays a monthly fee that you have to pay versus just having it in your wallet? Even though there's a fee to move things, it's almost the same thing, but at the same time, there's no regulation. There's nothing checked on. So yeah, you can just chalk it up to Bitcoin doing whatever it's going to do. But I mean, that's not really what we're talking about. We're just talking about, hey, yeah, I trade gold. Yeah, I trade Bitcoin. This morning when I woke up, I looked at my account. I made $1,099 this morning. Then I went to work. Work the day. And at the end of the day, during the middle of the day, I made another $353. And then at the end of the day, because our brokerages and whatnot, I made another $98.98. And then I said, you know what? I think I'm just going to, just for the day, I'm just going to call it. So yeah, I made close to $1,600 today, bro. Just doing that.
So, okay, hold on. Sheldon Snow. No, I love the fact that you're making money trading gold, bro. You're a beast. Listen. So Sheldon Snow is asking a good question. He says, what happens to Bitcoin and everything if the power goes off? Because then we would have no internet, right? So that would be a way to shut it all down, right?
Okay, so do you honestly think, Sheldon, that the wave of our future, the wave of how we live these days, the way from us to all the way down to our children that are online, do you ever think that the wave of the future, this is like, okay, power grids go down, hurricanes happen, tornadoes happen, lines go down. There's some,
He's saying countries have talked about attacking power grids, I guess, as a terrorist attack.
Since you were alive, I don't know, or since I was alive, I've always heard that. So, you know what I mean? Like, okay, unfortunately, if it happens in your neighborhood, you can always go to the next, local Starbucks and get their free Wi-Fi. It's not going to happen like that. So yeah, I do agree with you. At the same time, what happens if? Sure, what happens if?
EMP attack. They're saying it's an EMP attack.
Okay, but don't you do all your banking online? Isn't all the banks just online? If you went to a teller and the power grid went down, how would you get your money that's sitting in your bank account?
Well, yeah, that's what he's saying.
So you'd have to sit with cash.
Yeah, cash is king. Cash is king in a situation like this. Hey, we got 47 people here. Thank you guys. We got 20 likes. Thank you for the 20 likes. But we got to get that likes game up, man. We're live. We're interactive. We got Jared on the line. You got your late night vampire, your boy Rich. And we're live, man. We're interactive. We're talking about gold. We're talking about Bitcoin. Literally, Jared is literally trading both gold and Bitcoin right now and other things. And we are live. And the markets have been crazy. Markets are nuts.
We were just talking, 6 months, 7 months ago, Rich? We were like, from way back when Bitcoin was sitting at 21,000. Thank goodness we were, fortunate enough to be able to wiggle around all that. It came all the way down to 3, right?
Wiggle around is a good way. It reminds me of the cannabis.
Don't say too much.
It reminds me of the cannabis sector right now, right?
Yeah, we're good in the sector. The cannabis sector, sure. You know what I mean? Everybody's saying buy. Well, you should have been shorting the whole time. And then now it's time to buy. If you're feeling, positive about the sector, it's not going anywhere. The sector is not going anywhere. So let's just think about that for a second. I think everything right now is potentially a buy. Let's just wait a little bit longer because it's very volatile. This is a new sector. We only got a couple years of monitoring this sector. So let's just give it a little bit longer and we'll find that, the companies that are going to buy out the companies that we never thought were going to buy out the companies, those are the companies we need to invest in. We got to figure out who they are. So,
well, that's why we're here to talk about it. And this is what I'm saying. Like, we want to talk about how are we going to make money? We talked about there's a stock called Space. Yo, do you know about Virgin Galactic Space?
Yes, I do a little bit about
SPCE.
That. I want to talk about
this stock is flying out of this world because these guys literally, Richard Branson wants to fly people for $250,000 to outer space.
Fucking leave them there. I get it.
And people want to go, and they're paying $250,000 to go to outer space.
Wouldn't you want to take a flight out to space?
I don't know, man.
We got rid of our Concorde, the fastest flying airplane that could be like almost peaking, be able to get out of our atmosphere. And we've ixnayed that on the runways. So we know that we're almost there. We know that that's like going to be a normal thing for people to do, like a tourist thing. Let's go to space. Let's see space.
Is it 500,000 a ticket now?
Let's see if the
damn.
Earth is round. Let's just bring it
500,000 a ticket. $500,000 a ticket. So it's going to be only the rich that are going to go to outer space because it's going to be $500,000 a ticket.
Okay, so within 2 years, if you just spent everything and you go on this academy and you invest in yourself, a little bit of investment in yourself, and you spend everything at the end of those 2 years, you can make it to space. No problem.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm not saying, anybody can make it to space. I'm just trying to say you got to get rich, right? Because the average person doesn't have $500,000 to spend on a ticket to outer space.
No, but they have a couple thousand over a period of time if they want to start with.
No, I know, but you're not going to spend every penny you got to go to outer space.
I know,
so
what if you just wanted to?
Oh, Sherry, you own SPCE? Damn, Sherry's on it. Sherry's on it. Good job, Sherry. What price did you get in? Bill says, you guys only into Bitcoin or do you have a digital asset portfolio? No, we've been trading Bitcoin and cryptocurrency since 2017, but I truly believe in Bitcoin more than any other cryptocurrency.
Yeah, a little bit of a portfolio.
But we also trade every cryptocurrency. We can trade every cryptocurrency, right? Through our trading academy.
That's in our academy.
Yeah.
We have a portfolio, a little bit of a portfolio. It's not too big. I can remember, it's very volatile. So how much do you really put into it? When you start seeing progress, you just want to hold on to that tighter. You want to see it grow, so you don't do anything with it except seeing it grow. Of course, yes, I have a portfolio, very small portfolio in that, but along with other things as well, right? So I think it's a great idea to invest in yourself and just try and make something out of this year. 2020, it's a big year. It's a new decade. I'm going for the gusto. I know you are. I'm happy with the results so far, and we're only in February, so let's see what happens, right? This is our journey, right?
Agreed. So there's this stock SPCE, and it's been going on fire. It went from like $6 to $36 today. Investors sold. Good job, Jesse. Sold at $36.90. Great work. It went back down to 30. So, that's the beauty of trading, guys, is when you're up, take it. Take it.
I know yesterday, that's what I decided. Yesterday I took today, this morning, it was a little bit more than yesterday. I made $418 on the way down with Bitcoin yesterday. An extra $400.
On the way down? You shorted it?
Yeah, I shorted it.
Oh, wow.
It was $418. Today, I bought it at for a buy and shot up again with gold, and boom, closed all my trades. Boom, 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 boom. 1,099. When I woke up this morning, before I even woke up out of bed, I checked my phone, and yeah, close. Yeah, 1,099, 353 for the day during the day, and then when I got home, 98. That was my day.
You're just a beast, bro.
But it's not like that every day.
Some days you're gonna lose, obviously. And the markets are not that easy. The markets are not that easy. But if you ride a trend, and gold is a trend up, and Bitcoin is a trend up, you can make a killing. You can literally change your life in 1 year if you do it right. Because gold is going up.
Everything you make, you could take a flight to space.
Gold is going up every single on average every single month. It's going up consistently. Bitcoin's going up consistently. Bitcoin's run up from 3,000 to 10,000.
I'm telling you, Rich, I've been watching the charts, watching them, and for a while now, Bitcoin's gone from 16, or gold has gone from 16 back down to 1550. 1541, back up to 16, back down to 1575, 1576, back up to 1585, back up to 60. Like, you have to watch it. And in between those, there's, if you got in at 1550 and it goes up to 1650, well, you know how much money you just made? You're playing with 10 cents. $1,000, my friend.
Oh my God, K92. Holy smokes.
What's this? K92?
It's a gold stock.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
I remember when this stock was at 40 cents. Oh my God. I owned it, bro. And now it's at $4.22. Oh my goodness. Oh, bro, I had lots of it. Oh.
Yes, when the lights
K92, holy smokes.
When the lights go down and the power goes off, yes, all you really have to trade is your jewelry and gold. That's really what it comes down to, because that's the oldest commodity. That's the oldest bartering, or that's it right there. Own as much gold as you can.
Oh man, this gold sector blowing up right now, and it's like deja vu. I remember like it was yesterday when the last time gold was on fire and everything went up like nuts, and that's happening right now, literally right now. So we got to really pay attention to gold stocks
as well. Tesla back up to 859. That was a big drop. Tesla went from 962. Close to 1,000, and then Andrew left, said he was going to short it. He shorted it, and it went all the way down to 704, and then back up to 859. So I guess he's done shorting it. Tesla as well. Wave of the future, right?
Yeah.
Look into Tesla. It's high now, but if you're just buying and selling it, you're not owning the actual stock, then you're making money no matter what, right? You got to make buying and selling it. You're not owning the actual stock, then you're making money no matter what, right? You got to make money however you're going to make it. So I just think, gold, Bitcoin, all the cryptocurrencies, just something to be just full alert on.
We just gotta make money up and down and follow the momentum, man. Now, would you agree? How much of your trades are momentum trades, or how many are trend reversals? What percentage?
Yeah, I can't even give you that. I couldn't even give you that.
But you do more momentum, correct? Than trend reversals.
Momentum, but a lot of them are. I do a lot. Okay, look, I watch it. I fall into the matrix. I watch it, and I see what's going to happen. And it's just like anybody has that ability to fall into the matrix and just watch it.
Our academy is in London, England right now.
Yeah, I know. I unfortunately had a big job and I couldn't attend to it. But wouldn't that be awesome? Be out in London right now.
Oh man.
So, that would be that would be nice. I mean, need a bunch of people that are all on the same team, you know, and we're all making money. We're all helping each other, and we're just making money. Like, if I need someone to talk to and say, like, what about this? What about that? I have literally in the academy, I have someone to talk to. I have mentors, people that are trading, people that own helicopters, like shit like that, you know? So it's just it's a great family to be in. And I think that everybody that's listening should really take a look into it. I mean, you're only going to invest in yourself for as much as you think you're worth. So just look at it. Look at it.
So one of the members, Alexander, asked for a coronavirus update. So just to give you guys the new updated numbers.
200,000 dead in the next 4
so
months.
There's 2,011 deaths reported right now, 75,216 infected, which is a huge number, 75,000 people, 2,011 deaths, and 14,634 recovered.
You know it's run rampant now in the States, right?
Well, no, not based on these numbers yet.
No, not yet, but yes.
29 countries, and they're saying in the U.S. has only 29.
I heard 150.
They're saying 29 right now.
I heard 150.
But they're only saying 29.
They're watching and they're monitoring these 150.
Canada apparently only has 8.
Bullshit.
The Diamond Princess cruise ship that had 2,700 passengers has 542 infected. So what does that tell you?
As long as they're on the cruise ship. This is as long as they're on the cruise ship.
No, but what I'm telling you, what does that tell you? That tells you that if there's 542 people infected out of 2,700, that means like almost
close quarters. That's close quarters, though, bro.
No, I know, but
right?
I know, but like
that's what I'm saying. That's like okay, so
a good percentage of the people are getting it.
So the virus lasts up to 9 days onto things. So if you're gonna go pull money to the ATM, you're gonna use a debit machine. You're gonna use a door. You're gonna use anything that anybody else has touched. Just know that anything that could potentially be there is there for 9 days. And if you do pick it up and you do pass it along to everybody else, like you do if you sneeze and there's 14 people around you, all 14 have it. Just think how fast this is going to grow. And like we said from our first video, which was, I don't even know how many weeks ago was that? I said, should I be wearing a mask? I'm going into where a lot of people come from Wuhan live and where I'm living in Canada. So should we be concerned? And, I heard a lot of jokes about this and a lot of jokes about that. But at the same time, now look where it is. 75,000 infected. So let's just say that's got to be at least 10 times that because of the media is what the media is telling us because they don't want us to panic, right? There's like when you want to go buy something, you're only limited to so much now, like in certain things. Like, so there's obviously, I mean, sure, some people are taking advantage of it, milking it, riding it.
Wow, gold stocks are on fire. Anthony Alvarez, you're 100% correct. AGGFF, FIOGF. Wow, gold stocks are flying. Oh my goodness. GGGOF. Gold stocks are flying, man. And we were just at the conference. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were at that conference, didn't we?
Yeah, they've all been on a tear since the conference, bro.
I bet. We were part of that too.
Wow. RE Royalties, the member we interviewed, they went from 90 cents to $1.30, and now they're back to $1. They've come all the way back down. So I think pretty soon there's going to be a buying opportunity again.
Well, yeah, I'm sure he pulled some money out for himself, right? But at the same time, RE Royalties, isn't that like the first company, the first idea of?
I like them because they pay a dividend.
So far?
I like them because they pay a dividend.
Yeah, they pay a dividend. Well, let's think about it. Coca-Cola pays a dividend. Coca-Cola's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all the top companies pay a dividend for the most part because they want to keep investors holding those shares, right? That's an incentive. That's the incentive.
They give a dividend.
That's the incentive.
Any wireless cell phone wireless company gives dividend, just to let you know that.
The Canadian guy says Gold Mining Inc. as well. Please, guys, give the symbols. I'll watch them. I'll look at them. If they're doing well, I'll do videos on them.
On the watch list, yeah.
Man, there's so many things going on in my life and in the markets, and to see these gold stocks flying like this, it hurts my heart. It hurts my heart. No, but it hurts my heart because some of these stocks, I used to own all of them, and they all just exploded right now. It's like, oh my goodness, what is going on?
But we made up for that last year, so it's all good.
No, I know. It's just weird when you see stocks, and that's probably what's going to happen in the cannabis sector. It's like they go through these waves where it's like they're all down forever. And then when you least expect it, they're all exploding. You're not even paying attention. They're all exploding.
Of course. Like, what happened when Bitcoin hit 21,000? It was exploding. It was exploding. We were on that. Like, it was exploding.
It was nuts.
And then all of it out of nowhere, it went all the way down to $3,000. And then the majority of the interest in Bitcoin were lost. Mm-hmm. You understand? That was the fucking grab of the century. Everybody was like, fuck Bitcoin, and went back down to $3,000 from 21,000. And now, bam, it's back up to 10,000 from 3,000. So guess what? Has it been there before? Yes. Could it get there again? Yes. Could it go more than that this time? Yes. Load up.
Jesse says, I only trade major exchanges. Is OTC riskier? Yes. OTC is very risky.
Of course it is. Where more money is, though.
Ticker gold. Yeah, I know that ticker gold. Let me see if I have it on my watch list here. Man, I've been so away from gold. I've been looking at the green gold, but now gold is actually on fire. It's crazy.
Yes, Rich. I've been trying to tell you that for a while now.
Well, no, I know. We've been trading gold through the
you know what the good thing is?
But I'm talking about gold stocks. Right now, gold stocks.
None of our weed or none of anybody's weed comes... Well, actually, that's a lie. I can't really actually say that without being completely honest. But most of our weed, most of our chronic, all of our chronic does not come from China. So our sector, when everything else gets pummeled... Wow. Why should our green sector be affected? If anything, that's where everybody's going to shift a lot of their attention to. When everything else is on the down, why wouldn't you invest into something that has nothing to do with, where most of the effect of the economy is coming from? Think about it like that.
Stocks. I'm watching this. I'm looking at this. This is nuts. Like, it's nuts. They're all on a tear. Oh my god. Sir, guys.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna give
wow. Guys, I brought this stock. In 2017, I brought this stock DYA. Oh my goodness. They exploded. They imploded. They exploded again.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
How many people you got watching? Following? How many likes you got?
37 watching, 32 likes.
37.
Yeah. We had over 45, but it went down.
Damn, that must be boring. It must be boring talking about gold and Bitcoin and how to make money in 2020.
Guys, take a look at DYA. DYA's chart's crazy. DYA's chart's crazy.
Sign up to the academy. Get in the WhatsApp. Get in the Telegram. Get in the group chats. Get on the mentor roll here and just start making money.
Wow. Andy Murray says, I hold Yamaha Gold, YRI, up over 60%. Yeah, I'm looking at the gold stocks. They are on a tear. Guys, we need to get on this right now because this is no joke. They are literally, like, I'm looking at all the gold stocks. They are all up huge. Like, yeah, it's nuts. Oh my goodness.
Like you got your head in your hands right now, don't you? I can tell.
Because I got just so many things going on. I didn't even pay attention to what's going on here, and all these gold stocks exploded.
I've been trying to tell you that for the last 6 months, bro.
I've had all of these gold stocks before, and they all exploded. And I'm just like, oh my god, Jesus!
Where
what
do
just
you
happened?
think called? Yeah, I don't know. It's not even actually deemed like to talk about. Actually,
The markets are so crazy. Wow, Eldorado Gold up 300%. I got that one too, Andy. Wow, 300%. So the gold stocks are doing what the cannabis stocks did. They're pulling, and what Bitcoin did. They're pulling a 300% move.
Yep.
After being down for for years. Wow. Now they're doing the sneak attack. Holy smokes. Like everything is up.
It's no sneak attack.
Everything is up.
It's not a sneak attack.
Wow.
It's just, it's so fitting. You understand? It's fitting because of just the way everything is playing out right now. Like you guys have to take advantage of this. Like,
no, but you don't understand. This is just all just recent. This is all just recent, bro. I'm looking at it. It's all just recent.
The quarterlies?
It's all just recent here.
Yeah, everybody's showing their profits.
Actually, it all started at the beginning of the year, and it's just been going up all year. Wow.
Actually,
these gold stocks
flying for like the last.
Well, no, I know, but I wasn't focused on gold stocks, but I'm looking at gold stocks now, and they've been doing really well all year. I'm looking at the charts. I'm like, what is going on here? Oh my goodness. I've been looking at the green gold, and I should have been looking at just the gold stocks. And I'm looking at them now, and I'm like, what the hell did I just miss out on?
You didn't miss out on anything.
No. I mean, obviously, I didn't miss out on it. I'm just looking at some of these moves, and I'm just like, holy shit! Like,
this is the beginning of the run, man. Well,
no, the run has been happening. I'm looking at the charts right now. The run has been happening all year. Holy moly!
Rich, we're in February. Okay, so the run's been.
No, I'm talking about since 2019. I'm talking about since January of 2019. There's been an epic run in all the gold stocks. I'm looking at all the charts. They're just ridiculous. And I'm looking at it now like, what the hell is going on? Like, why didn't I not pay attention to this the way I should have, obviously.
Right, you were focused on the green goods, the green gold.
Yeah, looking at the wrong thing, that's for sure.
That's right. Yeah, man, I'm sure. And the green gold took mostly everybody to their knees, unless they were shorting it.
I'm looking at Rise Gold, but I don't see Rise Gold doing that well. Canadian guy.
That shit. Right? What do I know, though? I don't know anything.
I used to have K92, man. I used to have lots of it, so it really hurts to see them go up. Like, I'm pretty sure I would have made a nice mint if I was holding right now. So, anyways, the good news is I'm happy that gold's doing well, and it's going to continue to do well. So I'm going to take advantage of this. I'm going to start really paying attention to these gold stocks. Holy smokes. And these mineral stocks, mining stocks. This is nuts. This is really, really nuts.
Yeah, the mining stocks. So
oh my goodness.
Wow. Horse of a different color right there.
The mining stocks are on a tear, bro. They're all going on. They're all on fire.
Well, yeah.
All on fire. Canadian guy says silver stocks haven't moved yet, Rich. Those are way more explosive than gold stocks. I've been into gold and silver mainly. Yeah, I'm looking at these gold stocks, and they're just up like hundreds of percent. Like, it's crazy. These gold stocks are literally up hundreds of percent. It's unbelievable.
Silver, still waiting for silver. Still waiting for silver to make that move. But see, that's not the safe haven. That's the problem why it's not moving the same way gold is. And it's going to move eventually because we still use silver.
I like the way you guys are thinking. Yeah, man, we got to find the trends and ride the trends, because that's how you can make a lot of money quickly and very, very, very aggressively. And right now, gold is going to continue to push. So I'm liking the gold stocks. I'm looking at these gold stocks. I'm like, oh my God, where have I been the last year? If I had just invested in gold instead of cannabis.
You might not have lost all the
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, everybody.
The gold is the way to go, guys.
Told you I got in at Aurora at $2.16, and I sold it at 15 something, and then I lost interest. I lost interest because of the red alerts, and since then they've been depleting. So yes, of course, you're going to short something, get out, and get into something else. So
yeah, but you know what? I knew that gold was doing well, but I didn't really pay attention to the stocks. I don't know why. I didn't even pay attention to them.
We should have been going live like a year ago, almost. Yeah, close to a year ago. But yes, again, at the same time, everybody's really gung-ho. Everybody's adamant about this green sector, and it isn't going anywhere. It's just taking a major hit. So this
Well, it's funny because I remember I was in gold.
A great opportunity for the green sector right now.
In 2016,
because it has nothing to do with the China trades.
In 2015, gold was on fire. And then 2016, I was buying gold. I was making a killing, and then gold dropped. And I had a bunch of gold stocks, and I ended up selling all of them and buying cannabis stocks. And at that point in time,
just like the native cigarettes.
And that point in time, hear me out. And that point in time, cannabis stocks were on fire, right?
Hear me out for a second.
No, hear me out. Cannabis stocks were on fire. And then I went and I was like, okay, I'm not going to focus on gold. So now here we are, 2020. So you fast forward that 2 years later, and now gold in 2019 went on a tear. So it's been on tear ever since. So it's been on tear now. Looking at the charts for like 14 months, gold's been on a tear.
Yeah, because that's where everybody, all the high rollers have their money and always have their money.
No, I know, but
they see an opportunity and they see a potential for the green gold.
But
they're going to jump on that, and
it
skyrocketed, and then they pulled out after making all their money, and they put their money back into gold.
Yeah.
But the thing is now is the sector isn't going anywhere. It's been dented, badly dented because of all of the shorters, and they're putting their money back into gold. Okay. Rightfully so. As an investor, I'm going to do the same thing because it makes sense. But now that everything's back down on the low, and the economy is going to get affected, and there's money being soaked into this economy, so you don't, or in our economy, in the whole sector, the OTC, the NYSE, like everybody's soaking because they don't want a global crash because of what's happening in our biggest trade market in the world.
Well, what's going to happen, and I'm going to predict it right now.
So what's going to happen again?
Gold's going to 2,000. Gold going to 2,000, and this bad boy's going to ride this train. And now that I've identified,
I say 2,000.
Oh, it's going to 2,000, bro. I already called. I called 1,600. It hit 1,600.
Yeah,
I'm now calling 2,000.
But you can't say 2,000.
Oh, it's going to 2,000.
No, bro, you can't say you know what
it's going to 2,000.
The stars can say it's going to 2,000 because that's inevitable. It's going to 2,000. Now let's talk about real numbers. Let's say it goes to 3,000, 5,000, because that's where it's projected to. 5,000.
I just want to see it go to 2,000 right now. 2,000 will be good.
Yeah, but that's an easy prediction. 2,000.
It's not
because we all know it's going to 2,000 because of what's happening.
It's not an easy prediction.
Because the green gold is down, everybody's putting their money back into gold. All of the mining companies, all the gold companies are all skyrocketing. That's an easy prediction. Everything's going to 2,000. Yeah, I could say it's going to 2,000. But who's going to say it's going to go to 5,000 the next year and a half, 2 years tops, in the next 760 something days? Like, you really think about it, because this is real, what we're dealing with the code 919 or whatever we're talking about.
Yeah, so it's run from 1,200 to 1,600. So now the next run is going to go from 1,600 to 2,000. That's going to be the next move.
Okay, yeah, and the majority of the people can predict that.
Oh my goodness.
But when you can say it's going to go to 5,000.
No, that's really bold. That's really bold.
Let me be bold then and tell you. Gold will be going to about 5,000.
Oh.
When you see it at 3,500, then you're going to ask yourself, holy shit, is it going to 5,000?
Mikey is saying he thinks that Bitcoin is a lot better than gold. Wow.
It is. Actually, you make way more money on Bitcoin than you do gold.
It's digital gold.
It's a lot
Bitcoin
more
is digital
volatile.
gold. Bitcoin is digital gold, and then gold is real gold, and then there's green gold, which is cannabis.
Unless you're buying the gold and you're holding the bricks, there's no difference in how you're trading things unless you're actually holding the gold.
Yo, you got to hold down the fort for 2 seconds, okay? I'm gonna go upstairs, so you hold down the fort. Talk to the people.
Yeah, okay. So I'm really not watching the channel, but I'm sure everybody's kind of like, what's going on with this whole idea of where we're putting our investments. I really got to be honest with you guys. Stay strong, hold your investments in the green sector. Hold them. Even if, without a shadow of a doubt, you got to hold those things because they are going to turn around. Have to turn around. And the reason why I have to turn around is because that's another market. It's another sector for people, investors, high money to put their money and have a tax break. So this sector isn't going anywhere. It's weaning out the weak. It's weaning out everybody. And then the strong that hold, that invest, they're the ones that are going to make the end result. They're going to make the money. So invest in your gold, play with your Bitcoin, play with the currencies, come join the academy. We're 90% trades, 90%. Like, how can you ask for anything more than 90%? Sure, I've lost a few. I closed at a loss. I closed 140, 210, 35, 10. I've closed those because I knew they were running the other way on me. So I closed them, but I totally made up for those. So within the last 45 days within the academy, $7,149. And that's just small investment in myself.
That's great.
And that's the way it's happening.
That's great, bro. That's huge. Good for you, man.
Of course it's huge. Of course it's huge. You know what I mean? But that's playing with this Rich. You and I both know Wagwan. All right. So I'm playing with a little bit of this account and I'm just trying to demonstrate to everybody. This is going to be like, a storyline throughout the year where I explain to people why you should be doing what you're doing and, stop doing the 40, 40, 40 because it's not worth it anymore. You're only making someone else rich. You're only making someone else rich when you do the 40, 40, 40. What is the
40, 40, 40? What is that?
Well, you're working 40 hours a week.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh my God, bro. What? Yeah, you don't know what it is because you don't do the 40, 40, 40. That's right. And that's very well. You don't know it. So that's, you're working 40 hours a week. Oh God, 40 years. Oh my God. And you end up nowhere. Pensions. What's pensions worth? Nothing. Pensions are worth nothing. Pensions aren't even going to be there when we're all in our 40s. We're all in our high 30s, low 30s. Our pension's not going to be there when we retire. We got to make our own pension. We got to do it. We got to make that change. We got to sacrifice just a little bit and invest in ourselves. That's it. And all it really takes is just saving, like, honestly, Rich, I'll tell you, and on the short for everybody that's, just trying to, just scraping by, all you really got to save is $27 a day. $27 a day. That means don't go buy your beer. Don't go smoke your weed. Don't go smoke your cigarettes. Just slow down on that. Save $27 a day. At the end of the month, at the end of the year, you have a sufficient amount of money to start trading with and invest into something. You might not be able to invest in a home. You might not be able to invest in, certain stocks that are just way above your, above your limit at that point in time. But that's all it takes. It's a little bit of a sacrifice, a little bit of a commitment. And then the sky's the limit. I'm telling you. I told you right from January 1st, Rich, on this academy, I'm planning to make $100,000 this year.
I hope you do,
and
man.
I'm
I hope
on
you do.
for it.
I hope you do.
I'm on course for it. Okay, so maybe I'm a little bit short because I'm just started the academy, you know, like 3-4 months ago, and learned this, learned that. But at the same time, you know, I'm projected to make at least that at the end of the year, and that's just copy trading. That's not even doing my own, that's not even really doing my own homework. I'm just copy trading off people off of the academy, and I'm making money.
I'm happy you're
I don't
doing
even
well.
have to go to work. I don't even have to go to work anymore, bro. I just do it because I like doing what I do. I like building things. I like creating, you know, new things. I like putting smiles on people's faces. I like, you know, serving people. That's what I do. I like to serve people, and that's what I like to do. And I like to smile on their face, and I like to see them happy. And, you know, what I provide for them is just that. So, and at the same time, I'm making what I need to make to be able to go do in the year, 2 years, whatever I want to do. So I think it's just great. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great idea for everybody to jump on board. And as a family, as a unit, as a team, I'm sure that that is very possible. I watch how I watch. Honestly, I watch. I don't know. I'm not, you know, throwing jabs at anybody, but as you watch immigration come in, people will like huddle up in the house, buy a house, and everybody pays for that house. You know, the 4 or 6 families that live in that house, and then once that house is paid off, the person that you know has the title to it lives in it, and then they move to the next house, and then another family houses, and they start renting them out. Just income property, residual income, like 6-7 different residual incomes. You know what that makes you at the end of the year? It makes you not have to work. It makes you free. It makes you free, my friend. So let's all just get together and do that. I don't know. I'm gonna do it regardless. And Rich, I know, you know, we're on the same page there, and I know you like to help your community, and I know you're a good guy. With, you know, regardless of all the bullshit everybody talks about, you know, even though some of it's true. No, I'm just kidding, bro.
What the hell?
I'm just kidding, bro. Sometimes I forget I'm live and I'm just talking to you. But let's think about this for a second. If we all just kind of unite, we all come up with the same game plan, and we're all focused on the same picture, don't you think that the majority of us can reach that goal? That's a question.
I'm telling you right now, based on what I'm seeing with these gold stocks, they are going nuts.
Yeah, okay, great. That's just the gold stocks, though. Let's talk about the broader picture.
No, but I'm talking about right now for investing. If we just take advantage of this momentum in gold stocks, we can make a killing. Like a killing. Like right here, right now, tomorrow, gold stocks, they're on alert. I'm telling you, they're on alert. Gold's hot. Gold's hot.
They've been hot. They've been hot for like the last.
It's gonna keep being hot. They're gonna keep getting me hot. How is it gonna go down? Everyone's gonna keep investing in gold, bro. Everyone's gonna keep investing in gold.
Once they've got a cap on the COVID-19, that's when the cap is going to hit. That's when they're going to start saying, okay, I don't need to put my money in gold because the turnover on gold.
Yeah, but the big guys,
just like one of your members said, Bitcoin, like gold isn't as hot as Bitcoin. Gold isn't as hot as any currency when it starts trading. Gold is actually the slowest currency to trade.
No. I'm talking about gold stocks. Gold stocks are going up like hundreds of %.
Well, why do you think gold is going up?
You could be doubling and tripling your money overnight just because it's a gold stock right now. It's just like when cannabis.
Hold on a second. Just let me ask you something. So why is gold so high on our trading platform that we're trading it on? It's because everybody's so hot. That's why it's trading so high. That's why it's sitting at 1,600. That's the whole reason for it.
No, but what I'm saying is everybody's pouring their money into gold, and then the gold stocks are going up. So everybody's just going to continue to pour their money in because that's what people do. So it's just created this crazy, like I'm looking at all the charts and it's nuts.
Yeah, it's a trend almost, right?
Yeah.
And there's a reason for it. That's the safe haven.
No, I know.
That's what I'm tell you is,
so there's an opportunity right now for all of us to make a killing.
There's been a lot more people than you know that have a lot more money than you can fathom that is hit the green gold sector. Okay, and then they bought it and then they shorted it, and then they took their money because they don't want to put it in their bank account. They put it into gold so they don't have to pay taxes. And this is why gold is so high, because green gold is down so much. Because the investors, they're not all out buying boats and helicopters and big mansions. They're just moving their money around. You see? So that's why gold is so hot. And there's a reason for that, is because of what's happening in this sector. The biggest economy has just been hit. Like, we've been hit. The whole world has been hit. We don't even realize to a global scale how much is this going to affect the economy. You have no idea. When you've got like high rollers like Bill Gates or whoever soaking $100-200 million into trying to figure out how to quarantine this global problem we have now, of course it's going to affect our markets. It's going to affect every market out there. But at the same time, everybody still has their money. It's not like because the market's affected, we all lost our money. Not all of us. We haven't all lost our money. And we're talking about like the big wigs, the guys that are moving a lot of weight around. They're not losing their money. In fact, they're making money off their money. They're just not making as much. You see? So when they move stuff around, they're never going to pay taxes on it. And they're never going to lose because they have so much of it. So they control the market. So when you have high rollers that are saying we're going to short this or we're going to move that, and then they just close down a whole sector because of, bad news, whatever, something along those lines. Yeah, of course, that's a safe haven. So that's why gold is going up, because people are investing into these companies that are mining more gold. Understand? So This is why they're getting higher. This is why the gold market's getting higher. But once this whole thing that is, we have it contained, everything is under control, because I don't see that happening for a while. We've got Bloomberg saying 5 billion people are going to be infected. So let's just say 40% of those people die. Let's just say 30% of those people die. We're talking 1 billion people, 2 billion people dying. Okay, so yes, that's going to create more room. It's not like those billion people, and let's just say 1 million of them have $200-300 billion. It's not like that money's going to disappear. It's just going to go to another person. It's just going to go to another company. They're like Kobe Bryant. He died, but his hedge fund didn't die. You understand? So that money isn't going anywhere. So these trades aren't going to happen like you think they're going to happen. Everything is going to stay the same because the money hasn't gone anywhere. They're just moving it around. We're at this time in this day and age where, even if you do die, your money hasn't gone anywhere. It's still recorded. It's still here. It's still there. Like, people are going to move your money for you once you die. You know what I mean? And it's in their better interest because they're going to get a little piece of it, right? So let's think about that for a second. Let's think about that, that green gold. Let's think about the green gold and how it's so low right now. And people are panicking because the fact that the market is saying, well, people are getting infected. So how is that going to work with the factories that are growing the green gold? How is it going to affect that market? And how is it going to affect the market by people being sick? No one wants to buy it. You have to think about it like that. Think about that, where people are predicting 5 billion people are going to be infected, and 2% of that is going to die. So obviously that's going to affect the market of people putting things in their lungs, or taking CBDs, or just actually owning a stock. Because the stocks are going to move, the stocks are going to go down, the stocks are going to go up, but they're going to go down because no one's using it like they should be using it because there's another thing on their forefront. There's another thing on their mind. They might die. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
They might die. So why am I going to put money into something that could potentially tank like it's showing you, but have an alternative to put into the safe haven? And then once the safe haven is overwhelmed, yes, they have to put it somewhere else. Like, they have to put it somewhere else, or they're going to pay taxes on it. You understand?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, along those lines, man. Think
Wow.
about it for a second. Think about it for a
Oh my
second.
God. Kinross Gold is a good one too, man, that I like. Kinross Gold. There's some good gold stocks that are making moves finally. Holy moly.
Gold's gonna move. Gold's gonna move.
Kinross Gold jumped over 100%. Kinross Gold is up 100% in a year. Wow. All the gold stocks, their charts look ridiculously good. They're all just shooting up.
You can name me 100 of those stocks, bro, and I bet you all of them are up.
They all are.
Of course they are.
They're all just shooting up.
Because gold is up. Because
Oh my
people
goodness.
are taking their money out of the green sector and putting it into the gold sector and investing into these companies to mine more gold. That's why gold is up. And everybody else that's concerned about this virus that could be global, that is global, are putting their money into a safe haven so they don't lose their shirt just in case the inevitable.
No, I know, but I'm talking about even like the miners, the small little miner penny stocks have turned into like huge winners in the gold. So everything in gold right now is on fire.
Of course the miners are going to start making money.
No, but I'm talking about the little bullshit. I'm talking about
millionaires and billionaires are investing into gold companies. That means they can buy new equipment to start mining more. You understand? So then they start buying new equipment and they start mining more. They start making more money. And then they produce more, they profit more, and that makes the person that invests into that make more money. And that's why it's happening, because now we're at that day and age where we're starting to come up with technology that, like Schluter systems and stuff like that, are just getting they're getting bigger and they're getting better and they're getting better at like pulling, extracting stuff out of our ground. Like, it's just getting better and better. You know what I mean? Like, we're coming up with technology that can actually read where gold is. So we just go where the gold is and we just start digging. That's the reality of it.
It's all just manipulation. It's all manipulation, and it's just manipulation, bro. I remember when gold was dead as fuck. Nobody gives shit about gold stocks. So trust me, it's all manipulation. It's all manipulation. It's all manipulation. Right now, everybody's doing the same thing. I remember when gold was shit. Nobody gave a fuck about gold. It was dead. Nobody was putting any money in gold companies. It was dead, and everybody was putting money into cannabis, and cannabis was on fire.
When it was at $800 an ounce.
Man, it's crazy.
100%.
I remember, like, it's so crazy. I remember gold was on fire.
All of those years, it went up 100%.
Gold was on fire. All of a sudden, gold died. Cannabis stocks went on fire. All of a sudden, now gold stocks are on fire. Cannabis stocks are dead. Oh my God. It's like deja vu, man. I swear to God, I saw this story. It's going to change. Gold stocks are going to go down soon. At some point,
I told you this story.
At some point, gold stocks are going to go down and cannabis stocks are going to go through the freaking roof. And that's what's happening with gold right now.
So when you were away for those 2 minutes, I told your viewers and I told your audience,
oh man,
hold that green gold, hold it, because it's going to turn around.
Yeah, it's going to turn around the same way the gold is turned around.
The reason why it's going to turn around is because gold is going to be inflated, and people need to put their money somewhere so they don't have to pay taxes. So they might as well put it back into the green gold, because if worst case scenario, this economy starts to buckle a little bit because of what's happening in China, everybody's going to put their money, invest into something where they don't have to pay taxes. Rich, do you understand what I'm saying?
Well, like, obviously.
This is the people that are actually making the market move. They don't want to pay taxes to anything. You understand? So when they move their money from this market to that market, and they're sure they take a loss, it's they measure it and say, well, I would have paid that in taxes, so I can take that loss, even though I'm
Guys,
losing
I've
money.
seen some of these gold stocks that are up like $4 or $5. They were like penny stocks. They were trash. Now all of a sudden they're like on fire because the sentiment has changed. The
sentiment has changed, but at the same time, what do we have? We have about what?
The exact same thing's going to happen with cannabis. The question is when.
We have close to 24 gold companies that we were at the where were we? We were at the VRIC conference, and yes, we reported that live along with a lot of their social media partners that we're affiliated with. And we saw this. We saw this firsthand. We were talking to guys that were predicting this and predicting that. These guys were wagering like gold bars on predictions of the end of the day. Do you not remember that? We were there, and he's like, "Oh, I lost a bar of gold."
No, it wasn't a gold bar. It was a gold coin.
Oh, it was a coin. Yeah, sorry, it was a coin.
But still, that one coin's worth $1,600.
Right, and who was supposed to show up? Musk was supposed to show up. He never showed up. So, anyways, I mean,
Musk?
Yeah, was it Elon? Someone was supposed to show up. I can't remember who it was that was supposed to show up.
No, it wasn't
Elon. We were supposed to have an interview with them, and they didn't show up.
No, we're supposed to. I wasn't gonna have an interview with Elon Musk, bro. What are you talking about?
Who was that? Who was it? Not Musk. Who was it again? I can't remember. We were talking about somebody, and then all of a sudden they said, "Oh, they're not showing up." They had like 300 people sitting in their seats waiting for him. He never showed up.
I don't know. I
can't remember his name. Maybe it's better we don't say his name. So.
Well, gold's hot right now, so we can take advantage of this like tomorrow. Gold's hot.
Well, that's the thing. Good for you. Good for everybody that you don't have to wait till tomorrow to invest. You can just jump into the academy.
Well, I mean, I can trade off my phone, but I'm saying like I could trade off my phone, but I'm talking about like stocks. Even like junior miners right now are just flying. It's nuts. It's really crazy. So, you know what? It kind of gives me hope for the cannabis sector because, man, I remember when these gold stocks were just devastated.
Oh, the gold sector, the green sector isn't going anywhere.
It's going to explode.
Understand this. Hold. Whoever's listening right now as your subscribers, as your members, don't sell your fucking green fucking stocks for anything right now. They are going to make a major move very shortly. Just hold on to them. Hold on to them. You know what? Even if some companies acquire other companies, you'll still make something on the way out. Just hold on to them. You might, you know. Man,
I wish I was holding on to my gold stocks. I was holding on to a huge portfolio. KNT was one of them, and it went up like, it's up like 1,000%. It went up from 50 cents to like $5. Oh.
But you know the difference between what you made now and between what you could have made.
No. What I'm saying is it's the exact same thing because now it's like the cannabis stocks. They're all down. They're all down, and it's like you know what I mean? It reminds me of what happened in the gold stocks. The gold stocks went down, cannabis stocks went up. Now the cannabis stocks are down, gold stocks are up.
Rinse, repeat. Now there's a new sector to rinse and repeat for the billionaires to hold on to their money so they don't have to pay taxes. Rinse and repeat. Now there's a new sector. Just hold on to that. Hold on to it. You know, when, Andrew Left calls you and says, oh, you want to short this stock, listen to him. Everybody listen to him. Just fucking listen to him. The guy's a billionaire. Listen to the guy. He's going to short it. He says he's going to short it. And shorts. And he's 9 out of 10. Fucking short it. It doesn't mean you have to get rid of all of it. Just short it. Buy it back.
So Sheldon Snow saying news, AUSA and Folium merger halted. Yeah, so I heard about that. And obviously that's not good news for AUSA. And when that halt gets removed, that stock is going to tank.
It's going to tank.
Hard. Because when you announce... you announce you're going to do a merger, and then you come out after months of being halted and say, oh, we're not going to do the merger. That's not good.
Yeah, that's
it's terrible.
That's not good business. Bad business.
It's a nightmare. So who knows what's gonna happen now with that stuff?
You'll be surprised is because the reason why they're not being acquired is because no one's interested in them right now. Because gold is on fire. Like if you're an investor and you're investing millions and millions of dollars, and all of a sudden your gold goes up 50 points on every stock. Why would you invest in the gold sector, the green sector? Why would you? Because your million just made you 100 grand in a matter of weeks. You know what I mean? Like, why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense to do that. Like, as an investor, why would I do that? Why would I put my money into the green sector when I know the gold sector is blowing up?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make any sense. Why would I do that? I wouldn't do that, and I didn't do that, and I won't do that. And I'm trying to show you that you shouldn't do that either. Let's be realistic here. If everybody's putting their money into one certain pocket of the snooker table, then why wouldn't you put your money into that pocket?
That's 100%. Because right now, all the money on the gold side is going in, and all the money in the cannabis side is going out.
Exactly. But once I'm telling you, once gold hits 3,500, okay, and then it starts shooting towards 5,000, then people are going to realize that it's inflated, and they're going to start moving their money around because the market's not going to move much more than that. You see, it's going to come to a halt.
5,000 seems. 5,000 seems. I don't know,
it's
man.
not going to go any higher for the time being, unless this fucking earth is eradicated from like 2/3 of the people on it. It ain't going to move much higher than that. So then what they're going to do is they're going to take their money back out of that sector because they made a boatload. They can go buy their yachts and their $10 million homes in 3 different continents, whatever they want to do, and just have hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars at their expense. They're going to invest it back into a sector that they know is going to move. So if you invest your money into a sector that you know, if you invest your money into it, that it's going to move because you're investing your money into it, and then you have a fucking ton load of people doing the same thing, and you know that sector is going to move, and when it hits to the top, you can pull back out. Why wouldn't you? Like it's almost like
speaking of the top, Jeff Bezos. Sherry says, "Wow, Jeff Bezos bought $165 million mansion." Wow, $165 million property. What do you think about that?
I think that's good for him. I think he's a smart man. I think because he's in the position to be able to buy something like that, then he's doing something right. And that's somebody you should kind of like listen to or just kind of copycat what he's doing. Like, wouldn't it make sense? Like, doesn't it make sense?
Well, yeah, put your money into real estate. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, you can put your money into real estate, but if you can't afford what it costs these days to get into real estate, then you have alternatives. And the alternatives is invest in this, invest in that, so you can eventually one day own a property that you don't have to live in, and you can just rent it out and create that as a residual income. You need to have like at least 4 to 6 residual incomes to be super successful and live the life that you wish you could live. That's the bottom line. So if this guy's going to buy $165 million home that he's going to live in what, 2-3 months out of the year, then he's obviously doing something right.
Well, yeah, he owns the most powerful company in the world, Amazon.
Obviously, he's doing something right.
Yeah.
Okay, and as Amazon's going up, and you see this everywhere, everybody just wants to work from home. Drop shipping, Amazon shipping. We're talking about getting your food delivered by drones. We're talking about AI. We're talking about self-driving cars, the Teslas. We're talking about bulletproof vehicles that drive themselves. Don't you think, as an investor, you're going to invest into the future?
Well, yeah, obviously.
Okay, so then if you're going to invest into something that you know in the future is going to be profitable, then aren't you going to make money off of it?
Well, yeah,
So
obviously.
what you have to do is you have to sit there and you have to realize that when you're doing your 9 to 5 job and you're like dying to get out of it, we're giving you all the tools to get out of it. We're giving you every bit of information, and you have to collectively take that information and work it and twist it for yourself, for your own understanding, for your own personal individual situation. So you have one person has $1,000 to invest in, one person has 100, one person says I only have $10 at the end of the month to invest in. Well, instead of going and investing into a t-shirt or a sweater, save that shit up and invest into something that's going to turn into something. You know, some guys I know on this academy started with $100, Rich, and they started trading with 1 penny. Now they're trading with $10,000 a year later. Like, this is dedication. It takes dedication. You're not going to be some fucking dipshit that's not, you know, gonna do anything with his life, and then all of a sudden, boom, out of nowhere, you know, you're gonna get all these opportunities. No, you have to work for them. Life's hard. You got to work for it. So if you're not willing to work for it, you're only gonna get what you put in. So if you put in the hard work and you put in the time to invest and do your due diligence on these stocks that we're talking about, and you can take advantage of these things in the right way, then yeah, I definitely think that, you know, the sky's the limit for everybody. And especially if we're all on the same fucking line, especially if we're all on the same team.
We need to make a list of all the top gold stocks like right away. I'm gonna make a list of gold stocks. I'm gonna make this like my new thing. Now that I'm looking at all these gold stocks, I'm like, what the hell what am I doing? I feel so
what
dumb.
are you doing, bro? Are you not investing in gold yet?
Well, obviously, I'm not doing it as much as I should be.
You're still little late to the party, everybody, I guess. Yes, Rich, you got to keep everybody up to par with what you're up to. I mean, you can't be so scarce about it. And I understand, you know, you've got your, you know, the subscriptions and stuff like this, and certain people get the, you know, the first bids on stuff. Like, you really got to put it out there, man. You know, and not take away from, you know, your plan and stuff. But like, you really have to start informing the members on what actually is happening. You know, I'm not live with you all the time, and I'm not giving you any like symbols or anything like that. That's what you're supposed to be doing. And, you know, I drop symbols your way. I don't want to, you know, I'm not trying to push. That's what I mean. I'm not trying to push any symbol. I'm not trying to, you know, try and convince somebody that this is the direction they need to go in because we're doing it. You know,
well, you know, the thing is, I think that
us, it might not work for them.
You know, I predicted a market melt up, and I was right about that. I predicted that Bitcoin would shoot up. I was right about that. I predicted that gold would shoot up.
Hey, listen, you've been predicting since
what I didn't focus on, which I should have for our community, is these gold stocks. And you know, yes, I was right about Tesla. Yes, I was right about Apple. Yes, I was right about all these big board stocks. But yes, these gold stocks.
At the same time, I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to call you on that. At the same time, sure, you've been telling and informing people about all these other stocks, but you also been informing them about Bitcoin.
No, I know.
Informing them about Bitcoin from the very beginning, and when it went to $21,000, and we made our small fortune, and then it dropped as we shorted it all the way back down to 3. Now it's back up to 10, and guess what? This is the wave of the future. Never mind gold.
No, the members that are watching are talking about crypto. They like crypto. There's a lot of people here that like crypto. It's like, I would say 50% of the people like crypto, 50% of the people like gold.
I don't want to have to interact with any computer outside of my own. I don't want to have to interact with transactions of any like currencies to, you know, exchange hands just in case, you know what I mean? Like, you know, this is the future. This is the whole entire future. AI, cryptocurrency. there is no money to be made because then they don't have to print anything. There's no transaction fees. Then no banks get our money because we're transferring this or paying for that. We have no monthly fee because then we don't need a monthly fee because if we're using cryptocurrencies, we don't have to pay for that monthly fee. Just, a fee to use whatever platform we're using. But if we all have a wallet, yes, this is the future. So gold, like if you think about it, when our kids they're having grandchildren, gold's always going to be a commodity. Anything that's extracted from the ground, from the dirt, is always going to be a commodity because we always have the hands on. But at the same time, once the technology converts to you're tapping with your credit card, you're tapping with your debit card, you're just tapping now. All you're doing is tapping. You don't even there's no transaction or nothing. Can't you see it going to the next level of being cryptocurrency and then somehow the government being regulated and somehow the government finding a way to be able to tax it? Regardless, it's going to happen. It's going to happen eventually. Inevitably, it's going to happen. So when, I know there's no more coins to be made, but there's so many other currencies in the cryptocurrency that it's too far-fetched to not believe that it's going to be part of our future.
Well, obviously it's going to be a part of our future. It's just that 99% of the people don't even understand it. They have no clue what it is.
99% of the people don't understand it, but they also.
I talk to people about Bitcoin and it goes right over their head.
The other 99% doesn't understand that once they have gold and they're trading gold and all this stuff, they are not going to the store and giving them a gold coin.
Well, yeah, obviously.
To purchase something. It's going to be of cryptocurrency. It's going to be of no paper transaction. This is the future. This is the future. Gosh, in the next few years, look at the cars we're driving now. Look at the cars we're driving. Look at the way of transportation now. We don't even have to get into it. We just jump on one of those self-made, these guys are like selling these by the millions now. They're like little sit down in your seat, kind of like wheelchair helicopters, man, like drones. And they're just flying around in the air with drones. Like that's going to be the new highway, a drone highway. Like, this is the future. So if you're going to be investing into anything, invest into companies that are technology with drone technology, because that is just like advancing like so fast. We don't even have to send a troop in to do a drone's job anymore. We don't even have to do that anymore. It's going to be mail service. It's going to be a courier service. It's going to be a food service. And soon enough, that's how you're getting to work, because we don't want to put any more CO2 in the air. We don't want to put anything else in the air, that doesn't have to do with electric cars, Tesla cars. Like that's our future, bro. So yeah, of course, the commodity is always going to be the commodity. That's going to be the safe haven, because that is something physical we can hold on to. We can say, yes, I have a brick of gold, so when everything goes to shit and I got to take care of my family, I can trade in this brick of gold, so I can sit in this certain platform of people to be, to the point where, I'm the upper class because I have a brick of gold. You know what I mean? Like, that's where we're going to. So, yeah, hold on to all of it. Hold on to all of it. Hold on to the cryptocurrencies. Hold on to the gold, and most certainly hold on to the green gold, because when all else fails, China has nothing to do with that sector. Nothing to do with that sector. So when
That's a good point. That's a good point. So a lot of people are saying a lot of different things here. A lot of people got added opinions about a lot of different things right now. You think, how high you think Bitcoin could go?
Bitcoin,
You think Bitcoin
I
can
say
go?
Bitcoin's back to 21,000 in the next year.
Wow. Really, eh?
Yep. And this time it's going to stay there because there's a reason for it to be. There's a reason for it to stay there, Richard.
And what's that?
Oh, global domination. The fact that we're going to lose about 1 billion people on this planet. This is what everybody wants. You see, this is the thing. Like, there's those headstones that we can talk about, you know, from many years ago and how they got there. These are all just men. They're not UFOs or aliens bringing these things down and putting them in place. It's men putting them in place. They're to the understanding of what needs to happen for the future of humanity, of humankind to advance to, you know, the next century. If we're multiplying like an ant farm, you know, obviously we're going to run out of room real quick. So wouldn't this not be a perfect way of introducing something in 20 years that is going to, in fact, you know, minimize the population of this planet? Like, this is just all birth pains. It's all growing pains. You see, this is just something that's introduced that is going to, you know, it's what it's going to do is it's going to, how would you say, kind of like, just preparing people. You know what I mean? It's
Well, it's what they do in the
people
movies,
for
right?
the future.
They prepare us in these movies with these outbreaks, and then the outbreak comes.
Well, yeah, they're desensitizing us through the movies, but preparing us for the future. They're preparing us, bro. Like if everybody and anybody's listening, this is a preparation for the future. So you might as well, like I said, if you get onto this ride that we're on, if you want to spend all of your money, you invest your money right now, invest a little bit into yourself, and in 2 years, you decide to spend every single dollar you have in 2 years, and if you're investing into yourself within 2 years of what we're doing and what we're into, you're going to be able to afford that trip out of here. Who knows if you're coming back? I don't know you're coming back. You'll probably land on the space station that no one's aware of. You're probably, you know, like we still have this, like we're now, like, can you think about it, 2020, and we're still talking about, you know, people trying to prove to us that this is flat. The earth is flat. The earth is flat, Rich. Did you know that? The earth is flat. This is what we're trying to be convinced of. It's flat. And you know, all it does is it slows our brain down into the comprehension of us growing. We want to start thinking backwards so we don't develop a mindset of moving forward into the future faster than we can kind of like crowd control the population. If we know then we can go here and we can go there and there's nothing stopping us, then what is stopping us? Nothing except for natural disasters. And clearly that's not happening enough because look how we've multiplied. We're almost at 9 billion people. Like only a few years ago, I don't know what the count, but...
No, 7 billion, bro. 7
billion. Well, are we only at 7 billion?
Yeah.
Okay, 7 billion.
Approaching 8 billion.
8 billion people on this planet.
Miroslav is saying only thing he has not seen yet is flying cars. I think they could easily do flying cars. They just...
Have you not watched Back to the Future, bro? The DeLorean was from 1988. I mean, I was just talking about people flying in their own little mini helicopters, little mini drones to work and back. It's like a drone. We're going to call it the drone highway, where it's like regulated, where there's like license plates on your drones to fly to work and back. And that's going to save on, like, that's going to put forth, like, Tesla. That's going to put forth the solar-powered technology. It eventually has to happen. See, these families that are like, they're going to fade away. Like, we're going to run out of oil. We're going to realize that when we replace our oil with sand, we get, like, sinkholes. And we wonder why we have so many sinkholes in the entire world is because we're just extracting everything from the ground and we're putting in something that's not as solid. So, yes, of course you're going to have things that sink. And, of course, you're going to have things that, you know, like,
I like the way the members.
Entire world. Of course, because you're taking stuff out of the ground and you're replacing it with, like, sand particle that's gonna, like, you know, like, kind of like, you know, compact over the years. Of course, things are gonna fucking fall into itself. Of course, that's gonna happen. So once we have a generation that no longer uses oil, that no longer uses oil to a degree where we use that, where we extract oil for families to make their fortune, and only use it for, like, you know, the means of what we need it for, to lube our machines, and everything else we use, like all the car companies, like every single car company that goes down, you know, like, we're not going to need that engine anymore because we've thought of something else. And because everybody that comes up with this idea ends up getting poisoned or killed or framed or sent to jail. Have you ever noticed that? So yeah, once that happens, once the next generation comes out and we realize that we don't need any more of those oils to run our day-to-days, then then that's we're gonna be into the next era, the next thought process, the next life, the next wave of the future, right? So let's not forget.
Oil's never gonna run out.
The AI technology that you guys should be investing.
Oil will never run out. That's what he's trying to say. Oil's not gonna run out. We're not gonna run out.
Oil will never run out because we're gonna run out of the idea of using oil for our transportation before it runs out. Because if we do reuse all the resources of oil on this planet, of course we're gonna have things that, like, sinkholes that people go, oh my God, this is the end of the world. You know, this is the reason, because we're just absorbing so much of the world right now. We're extracting so much of the ground right now that you don't think the ground, the plates, the continent plates, you don't think all these are being affected when you suck out so much of the earth and put back in place, like, sand for, you know, everything that you're extracting out of the earth. Like, think about it. Think about it for 1 second. You're extracting something for so long. What do you think the chances of extracting something so long? Like, what do you think is going to happen? Things are going to start to implode. Things are going to start to sink. Things are, you know, break off. You know, like, this is the reality of something, right? You know, you use something too much, eventually it's going to give, right? So that's why we're thinking about using our sun for power that we don't even actually have to pay for. And what we pay for out the yin yang for it, because they figured out a way to cap it and charge money for using it. Think about it. Think about it for a second. If we have the technology to use a vehicle to, okay, if we can solar charge a vehicle to drive on the road, why can't we solar charge a helicopter or little drones, mini drones that you sit in and you fly to work? Like, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? Like, why can't you look at it like that? Like, why do I need oil, gas, you know, transmission fluid, oil? Why do I need all these little, like, these oils to start something that I don't even to start? I can just fly there. I can just fucking fly there in half the time. You don't think that's going to be our future? Like, look at China right now. China thinks Let's build 100-story buildings, and we can live top of the buildings, so we don't have to deal with all of the dirt on the bottom. Just simple. So why not make something that flies up here? We'll just fly up here while everybody's down there. And we'll go here and we'll go there. Just like, it's common sense. Like, that's the future. It's common sense. It's common sense. When you look at it like that, you realize that these stocks that we're talking about, these artificial intelligence stocks, these, this Tesla companies, these, like things along those lines, you don't think they're going to soar in the future? They're going to be our future. Look,
It's
man,
crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy to see the gold stocks.
We've been alerted through Back to the Future.
It's crazy to see gold stocks explode after watching them implode for years, and then watching them explode now and watching all of them going up. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm looking at the charts.
Because that was the generation that didn't want to accept the future. And now that the generation has come to pass, and then all of that money is being passed down to the families that, have a different outlook in life. Because we have to realize that we've been stressed out to the point where we look at life different, because we've been programmed to look at life different. So we have to realize that things are going to be implemented that we might not agree with, but they're still going to be implemented. And we have to follow suit. And if we don't follow suit, we're going to be the outcast. It's just like, it's like talking to an old 40-year-old or a 50-year-old to understand what the internet's about. A lot of them don't get it. A lot of them don't want to get it. A lot of them don't want to hear.
If you don't understand the internet,
have to understand the internet to make it in this world.
If you don't understand the internet and you're in your 40s, you're in trouble.
Wait, but hold on a second. Okay, so what you just said right there kind of implemented what I'm trying to say is, like 10, 12, 15 years ago, we didn't think that this was going to be such a big deal. Like,
no,
we
I know.
didn't think that we were going to sit here online and have, I don't know how many people you have online right now, talking and listening and sending messages, and we're like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, where did this come from? Right? Like, where did this come from? Like, oh my God, can you believe that? Like, if you invested into like cellular companies, you were going to actually make a dividends or something? Like, if you invested into Verizon in the last few years, do you know how much money you would have made? Like, these are just wireless networks, that turn themselves into companies. Like, I know companies, like, first of all, I know Rogers and I know Bell bought out a certain company for $670 million. They bought out a wireless company, and they just kind of like took their stock and bought their stock, and everybody that owned that stock before they bought it said it was what was the reversal, and then they lost half of their stock, but the half of their stock is worth double the amount of money. And then slowly they pulled and picked everybody apart until they actually owned the whole entire stock. Like, this is just the beginning of everything. So people made money, people lost money. The people that were selling the stock at that time made like hundreds of millions of dollars, and they kept it all to themselves. But hey, that's the name of the game, right? So you want to invest in wireless companies? That's the way to go. You want to invest in companies that have bigger ideas for the future, and like ideas, and they're letting their shareholders know that this is their approach to the future, then yeah, these are the companies that you want to get on board with. These are the companies that are actually going to make a difference. Rogers, Verizon Wireless, Bell. These are AT&T. These are companies that pay dividends. These are companies that aren't not going anywhere. They're only going to get bigger until they own every little part of, when you say allow notifications, allow microphone, allow camera, allow apps access to everything. These are companies that are going to own everything. And on top, they're going to own all of your personal information. These are companies that are going to own your world, your life. They're going to sum it up in a year, and they're going to send it to you on an app and say, what we've calculated in the last year, this is the thing we're going to send to you. And this is, if you want to post it, you can post it. It's only going to you. But yet they already know that. And then they're selling that to third-party investors that are going to sell you multi-level marketing. Like, this is the wave of the future. You see?
Listen, bro,
So
we've been live
those
for
numbers.
an hour and 41 minutes. It's getting really late. I got to get up early in the morning.
Yeah, bro. Okay.
And you've been going on a crazy tear. Everyone's like, this guy on the phone's really smart. So the community's really liking it. So thank you guys very much for being here tonight. Thank you, Jared, for giving us all your insight. The community really liked it. A lot of people think you're really smart. So that's really good. And they like the way you think. So
I'm glad I can share my little 2 cents with everybody. You know, it's not the last time. I'm sure we'll communicate with all of the ideas we have, and I'm sure we can put it all together and stay as a unit and stay, you know, all together and actually make something of this. Because if, you know, 12 families can do it and they can all live in one home, why can't we as a community of hundreds or thousands, why can't we do it? I don't see any reason why we can't. So if we stay as united as we're supposed to be, and we stay as a family, we stay connected. And I think if everybody keeps doing their due diligence and keep bringing us the winners, and we can all capitalize on this, and we can be better people and have more to add, more to offer. You know, when you look at it, you see them down in the dumps, and you know, all of a sudden, boom, you have all this opportunity. You have this wall. You have this army behind you. You feel a different level of confidence. So then you're worth more. Then you're going to strive for more, and then you're going to succeed more, and you're going to get more in the end result. So let's just stay together.
But that's not the way it works. Like you're living in kumbaya land. Everybody's holding hands and singing kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. Like, come on, bro.
Bro, you have no idea.
On what planet is that going to happen where everyone's working together? We're all going to work together. We're all going to, you know, we're going to be one big happy family. That's not what reality. That's not reality. Come on, man.
It's happening in front of your eyes. You just don't want to accept it because you are so oblivious to it happening before your eyes. Before you know it, there's nothing left to buy here or there because it's all gone. It's all been taken. It's all been bought. You have to understand that. If 6 families can do it, and then 6 families can turn around at the end of the 2 years and say all 6 families own a house now, why can't you? Why can't I? Why can't this community?
And listen, I have no problem. I've always talked about working together, being a community. But how much struggles have I had with haters and trolls trying to stop that?
How much?
So the reality is,
everybody had with haters,
when you try to do good,
everybody else had.
When you try to do good, and when you try to bring people together, you will always have hate. You will always have resentment. You will always have envy. You'll always have people that will try to stop you from creating community.
Right, because what you're doing is creating freedom for people. And
they don't want that.
When someone
they don't want that.
Not a part, when someone hears that it might jeopardize their freedom or their opportunity to be able to move forward and advance in something, yes, they will sabotage that for their own good. Of course. But if we can all understand that we're a community and we understand each other and we're all on the same page and we all do the same thing day to day and we're all the same people, it doesn't matter. We don't have to live in the same house, the 6 of us. We don't literally have to live in the same house. We can always help each other to create that opportunity for freedom. Do you understand?
I understand it. I talk it. We talk about it every day. We've been doing this for years, saying the same thing.
And I think we're just going to keep talking about it. You know what? We might find that fabulous 6. you know what? We might find that fabulous 12. We might do that, cheaper by the dozen kind of thing, Rich. You never know where this is going to go, right? Because as soon as people start to understand that, hey, listen, if I put something towards this, it might not actually, like at the very beginning, I might not see anything, but at the end of it, if it results in something that produces something from a different part of our world or a different part of our life, then we can chalk it up to saying, hey, yes, do better for the greater for the good, or do unto others how you would have them do unto you. That's the key here. And we always forget that. You know what I mean? Greed. Eventually it comes to all of us. And we all go, look at this guy, McGregor, making $100 million a fight. Do you think this fucking guy is worth $100 million a fight? No. If you asked me to step in the ring with McGregor for a fucking third, a tenth of that, I would just step in the ring to say, yes, I will just do it just because I'm going to do it. Whether the outcome of this guy's making $2 million, this guy's making $100 million, I would just do it just for the sake of saying, yes, I'm going to do it. And I'm just going to prove to everybody that this guy's not worth $100 million. That's just the way it is. And he's making $100 million. So that you can't say that people can't come together and make $100 million, because he's not actually making that $100 million. It's the franchise behind him, pushing him, and then using him, and then him using them to make that $100 million. You see? And none of them even had to live together. So yes, it is possible. So if everybody gets their head out of the clouds and we all come together as a unit and we collaborate on the things that we're supposed to be spending our time on, like I'm explaining to you, stop wasting your time on these little things when the bigger picture is right in front of you. Yes, we can all make ours. And then, you know what? That'll be the time where you give away those free rides or those free vacations to the DR. Come, let's go. Let's go hang out in the DR for a few weeks. And you pay that accommodation. You pay, the flight. You have it all down for our viewers, for our members. You know what I mean? Like, there is no reason why we can't have 23 members sitting in the villa in the DR. There's no reason.
You're trying to say I should be flying members over to the DR?
Yeah, eventually. What's wrong with that idea?
No, there's nothing wrong with that idea. Sounds like fun.
You're going to tell me you can't afford it, Rich?
It's not about that.
Yeah, it's not about that. Exactly. So this is what I'm saying is as soon as we become a unit and we understand that everybody's out to help each other, because in the long run, we all are one, then yes, I believe that wholeheartedly, that the next person can buy the villa beside you if it's available.
And in the DR, we can have our own. We can do whatever we want over there, man. We can do whatever we want. We could have our own communities. We could have our own gated community.
Yeah,
I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's too chaotic. It's a lot.
No, bro, it's not chaotic. Because if we're all making money, we're all doing what we're supposed to be doing, we're all united, we're all together.
No, I understand. I'm saying 23 people, 23 people like rolling down the strip with 23 people would be chaos.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's not chaos. That's owning that. That's boss.
Rolling down the strip. Okay, guys, listen. Jared's on a tear right now. He wants to go for hours, but I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys. Have a good night.
Thanks everybody for sticking around and listening.
And Jared,
my babbling, my shit.
A lot of guys think you're really smart, though.
That's okay. I'm still trading.
Look. Egyptus says, "I'll join your team, dude." Jared, look at that. See? You should join his trading team. This guy's making a killing trading. You should join his trading team. That's who you should be joining. But listen, guys, thank you guys.
That one to you, Rich. You can have it, freebie.
It's all good, brother. It's all good. We all working as a team here. Like you said, it's all about kumbaya, my lord, holding hands and working as a unit.
You make, I make, everybody makes.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon, wherever in the world you are. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being a part of this journey. We went to some faraway land. Jared took us deep, 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 deep. And no, I appreciate all of you guys for joining, being here. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Have yourselves a great night. And Jared, thanks once again for sharing all your insight, my friend.
Thanks for having me, Rich. I appreciate it. Thanks, everybody, for listening.
Thank you for joining the Late Night Vampire and your boy, Jared, on the line. And we out. Peace.
Peace.
I can't end my stream. There we go.